Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Akil, and today I'm going to be doing a review for the brand new David Fincher film Mank. I've only seen two of Fincher's films so far. I've seen Fight Club and Social Network, and Fight Club is still my favorite Fincher film, just a tad bit more than this one. So that gives you an idea on how good this film is. But anyway, I'm just gonna jump right into it right now. This is a very different type of film because it's black and white, and we don't really get movies like this nowadays. So keep that in mind if you are planning on watching a movie like this. So yeah, but anyway, let's just jump right into it. And to start off with, for my pre-rating score for Mank, I'm gonna say that Mank is actually a great movie, guys. I absolutely loved so many things about this movie. It's not perfect, no, but it is a really great film. And once again, Netflix has done it. They've made another great film, and it just goes to show the quality Netflix has with some of these movies. You know, Devil All the Time was good. Don't get me wrong, but I felt like certain elements really stood out to me. They really did, and it shows with this, with that Trial of Chicago 7. You know, and I've heard that Irishman and Roma also are fantastic films, and I definitely will be checking Irishman at some point. At Roma, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Mank is a great film, guys. Alright, so now let's talk about the story. And basically, the story about this movie, without really getting into spoilers and all that, because there are some things that I can't say that I feel like you guys should just watch this movie and go with it. But it's basically about Herman J. Mankiewicz. I believe that's his name, right? Yeah. And he's played by Gary Oldman, who's the screenwriter for Citizen Kane. But throughout this movie, we find out that he has some issues going on with him. He deals with alcoholism and all the type of stuff, you know, stuff with women maybe. But overall, it's really about him and him alone, and the stuff going on around, making Citizen Kane. It's not a movie about making a movie. It's a movie about how a movie, gets written, the process of it, what comes to a screenwriter's mind. And it's really, really cool seeing it from a screenwriter's perspective and point of view. And some familiar faces, some name drops to some old school movies. I won't spoil. There's one big one that they did reference a couple times and all that, but really keep your eyes out and your ears open and peeled for some cool little Easter eggs and references to that time period. So yeah, but overall, it's just about this a guy who's a screenwriter writing Citizen Kane, and we see what goes on in his life during that time, and there's flashbacks that cut back and forth between the past and the present, and that's really I can say without spoiling anything. So yeah, all right, now let's talk about the positives, because boy oh boy, is this a really, really great film from Netflix, guys. This is such a great film. And the first positive I do want to talk about is Gary Oldman. This guy, I mean, he's amazing. Gary Oldman is such a great actor. And yes, he's Commissioner Gordon from the Dark Knight trilogy. And yes, he's Sirius Black from Harry Potter. But the guy can act. He's fantastic. Have you seen The Darkest Hour? He transforms himself into Winston Churchill. The guy is a chameleon. He is so talented. He's like Christian Bale, but a much older version, obviously, of him. But really, he is so good at what he does, and it's so cool, man. Gary Oldman, Sirius Black, Harry Potter. It's just like nostalgia for me in a way. It's kind of like I grew up with this actor in a way, but just to see him, keep going after past, those big franchises and all that. It's just crazy, and I love Gary Oldman. He's fantastic in this movie. Everyone else is fine. Amanda Seyfried, Lily Collins, Terrence Middleton, Charles Dance, Tom Burke, the guy who plays his brother in the movie. Yeah, I can't really think any other names off the top of my head, but really, yeah, everyone else is just fine in the movie, if you know what I mean. But Gary Oldman just stole the show in this movie. He will get nominated without a doubt for sure for Best Actor. I would not be surprised if he maybe even wins. But then again, it was only a few years ago that he did win, so I don't think they'll give it to him this year. But anyway, Gary Oldman was great. Next up, another major positive was the directing. David Fincher is a directing genius. This guy directed the hell out of this movie, guys. It is so good. He is so immensely talented at what he does, and the directing of this movie is perfect. It is so well filmed. You can see everything clearly, and it's not over the top and all the type of stuff, and all the shots feel like real, like you feel like you are with them in this situation, and that's great. So the directing really stood out to me. And finally, the production design. I don't usually talk about stuff like this, but cinematography, costumes, music all stood out to me, but were all fine. But this really stood out to me, and this is the first time in a while, probably my entire life, where I've ever noticed production design in a movie like this really stand out to me. Maybe it's because it's a film that was made in black and white and came out now, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, the production design was fantastic. This really stood out to me. It really took you back to the time period. And when I watch biopics and movies that set in the past, yes, the production design is there, but most of the time, half the time I watch are usually war movies and stuff like that. But this one, sorry, this film really shows that the production design worked very, very well, and it really felt like they filmed in these studios and all that type of stuff. So yeah, the production design was fantastic. Now we have to talk about negatives, because there are some things that did kind of bother me with this movie. It definitely did, and one of them was that it was a bit slow. It was definitely a bit slow. I'm not going to lie, certain scenes dragged on quite a bit, but that's really it. It was just a bit slow. In terms of pacing, yeah, it was definitely a little bit slow, guys. But every movie kind of has some, thing you can pick apart, and the pacing of this movie is definitely one of them. And another thing that did stand out to me, probably more than the pacing thing, is definitely that some characters needed more scenes, guys. Yes, certain characters needed more scenes, and I really feel like certain characters were just there to be there, just maybe give some exposition or something. They were not really exposition, some dialogue and just go away. Like Tom Burke as Orson Welles isn't in the movie as much as I thought he was, and then the MGN guy is in the movie quite a bit, and I didn't mind it, but certain characters I wanted more of and all the type of stuff. But overall, I'm still very happy with this movie, and it really goes to show how a screenwriter works and functions in a situation like this when he's an alcoholic and all that type of stuff. It just really, like, not obviously inspiring, but really, like, creative in that way. And Jack Fincher, sir, rest in peace. I'm I'm pretty sure you're dead. I I'm pretty sure. I don't want to sound like rude and dishonest and say, oh, this guy's still alive and all that type of stuff. I know he passed away because I read it somewhere and all that. But David Fincher's father actually wrote the screenplay for this movie, guys. Yes. Jack Fincher wrote it. It was fantastic. He did such a great job with it. Not a perfect script, but hey, not that far from like Trial of Chicago 7, Aaron Sorkin's, writing dialogue and all that. But overall, I love Mank. I think it's a great film. Definitely going to be on my list, on my top 10, maybe even top 5 films of the year. We'll see about that. But anyway, final score for Mank, 8 out of 10. Great film, fantastic film. Would I recommend this? Yes, but be careful. It is black and white. It is a David Fincher film, and it tells a story about a screenwriter set in the past. But the best thing you can go into this movie and get away from it is how screenwriters work and how hard it is to get your story out there. And that's what I really took away from this movie. So yeah, do check this one out, guys. You will definitely not be disappointed. David Fincher, the master, is back, guys. He is back. I'm so happy I finally saw a brand new David Fincher movie, guys. I've seen Fight Club and Social Network before, but this is totally different. I'm definitely excited to check out like Seven, Zodiac, and more down the road. But anyway, that's it for now. Next up is Wonder Woman 1984 coming Christmas. But before that, George Clooney's Midnight Sky is coming out as well. So do keep an eye, because that's coming up down the road. Also, I might be doing some special reviews to end of the year. There's still some movies I've missed, like New Mutants and all that, but we'll see how that goes if I have time. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, tell me what are your thoughts on Mank. Thanks for watching. As always, my name is Akil, otherwise known as the Comic Director, and I'm signing out.